Hello and welcome to GC360, your source for the latest news and stories from the heart of our community and beyond. I'm Jackson Schwartz and we have a packed show for you today.
And I'm Amali Sengupta. Whether you're a student, faculty member, or just someone interested in what's happening in our community, GC360 is here to keep you informed and engaged. Coming up, it's that time of year again. Early voting for the 2024 presidential election has officially begun.
A controversial political topic is discussed at a weekly campus event free to the public.
A local airport is currently undergoing new additions. But how does the community feel about this decision? All of this and more where news comes full circle.
Peach State continues to shatter early voting records with over 1.6 million people already visiting the polls. Residents of Baldwin County can early vote at the Registration and Elections Office from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Madeline Agostini interviews students about voting.
Bobcats. Early voting started on October 15th and the 2024 election is officially underway. Voter turnout is already predicted to be the largest in American history. Georgia began early voting with a record number 300,000 votes casted on the very first day. This nearly doubled the number of day one early voters from the 2020 election. I spoke with the president of the Young Democrats Club, Axel Hawkins, on what other history is being made this election season.
It's really more historic because American democracy is on the line again. We have a very clear binary choice of where we want to go as a nation. Do we want to go forward or do we want to go backward? I really think that's the most historic part of it.
I also spoke with Young Republicans President Benji Blankenship on his thoughts on what's at stake on this election and why students should vote.
A lot of Gen Z is eligible to vote. I believe the number is 60% now. And so we really have a voice, and the candidate that's going to be elected here in a few days, they will be in office until 2028, which is for a lot of older students, juniors, seniors, we're entering the workforce in the next few years, and depending on your tax bracket and where you stand in terms of social policy, a lot of it comes down to the election in 2 weeks. And it's important for this young Gen Z to get out to vote and make sure our voice is heard.
Voter registration deadline has passed, but for those of you who are registered, the last day to submit for an absentee ballot is tomorrow, so be sure to send those in. To verify your registration and voting location, you can go online to www.myvoterpage.gov. Also, you can view both candidates' policies on their web pages at www.kamalaharris.com and www.donaldjtrump.com. This is a big election and a first for many students, so make sure your voice is heard. I'm Madeline Agostini reporting for GC360.
Times Talk is a weekly event involving the discussion of many ongoing events in our society. More recently, the reoccurring occasions surrounded the often disputed subject of gun violence. Reporter Teresa Owen was there.
GCSU's Times Talk is a weekly discussion panel that focuses on current events throughout society. The recurring discussions take place on Wednesdays at noon in the Ena Dillard Russell Library and are organized by rhetoric professor Dr. Jan Hoffman. Dr. Nathan Bedsole, who is also a rhetoric professor at Georgia College, facilitated the October 9th discussion on gun violence and campus carry. He gave his take on the event.
The Times Talk is something that my colleague Dr. Jan Hoffman has organized and sponsored for nearly 20 years here at Georgia College and State University, where faculty members, staff, on occasion students, members of the community are invited to come in and share expertise and will usually pick a New York Times article that reflects the content of their expertise that they're sharing with us.
With his recent work for the event, he also shared his insights on the general topic and why it is important to share.
The topic of guns and protecting ourselves and firearms on college campuses is a deeply felt topic for many students, and these deep feelings and commitments are worth exploring with argument to get a better handle on what we feel and why. And so I'm hopeful this provides an opportunity for students on all imaginable sides of this resolution to weigh in on how firearms make them feel, how they feel about firearms, the question of protecting ourselves and being prepared to make the right decisions should anything go awry.
Many individuals, including faculty, staff, and students, were in attendance at the most recent Times Talk discussion. GCSU student Jack McKinney was in attendance for the October 9th event. He gave his take on what he enjoyed most about this week's talk.
Definitely looking at and hearing other people's perspectives. I think we all had a common consensus that we all wanted to protect one another and protect other people who are victims of gun violence, but we definitely had disagreements about how to do that. One person was more sympathetic to freedoms, to the quality of life, about how that may be a bit more important than safety, while another person was a bit more authoritative to it. And so that definitely impacts how I view politics, how I view how we socially work our way through this problem. And so this is definitely interesting, just hearing other people's responses.
Such discussions are an opportunity for people of all backgrounds and occupations to come together and share their thoughts and ideas, and there will be many more events in the nearby future. Reporting for GC360, I'm Teresa Owen.
The Baldwin Regional Airport is getting an expansion. Reporter Ryan Collins gave us the latest on a visit to the airport.
Baldwin Regional Airport is adding several new hangars to acclimate a growing demand for local and regional pilots. The expansion aims to increase storage capacity from private airplanes and boosting aviation activity in the area. I spoke to Bruce Hood, the airport manager, on the expansion of this project.
Yes, we got a expansion coming up that's being funded by GDOT and the FAA to expand our ramp area. Not the length of the runway, not the width of the runway, just the ramp area that the airplanes park on. Currently, we have very limited space for aircraft to park, and with this new expansion, we'll be able to more than double that space, and it just basically is building a new parking space for aircraft here on there.
The Federal Aviation Administration is the FAA, and the Georgia Department of Administration, which is the GDOT. Jet airplanes are coming in quickly at the Baldwin County Airport. These planes hit the runway at a speed of 100 miles per hour, where they land and approach the runway. The engines fill the air when they safely land. They are ordered to get off the runway so the pilots can skillfully bring them to a safe stop and make sure the jets are not facing the buildings. Baldwin County Airport is buzzing with activity, as planes are taking on a massive load of over 14,000 gallons of fuel. This refueling operation is helping pilots prepare for extended flight times and keeping the skies above Baldwin County busy. I spoke to Sam Jossett on his opinion on the airport expansion.
I think having an airport for people to fly in, visit family, very important. I wouldn't make it too big because, again, this isn't the biggest, town, still small, but I like it. I think the transportation will get better. Obviously, you don't want to like Hartsfield or anything, but yeah, I think I totally agree with it.
If you'd like to learn more about the Baldwin County Airport expansion, go to baldwincounty.airport.com for more information. Reporting for GC360, I am Ryan Collins.
Coming up after the break, a recent student conference works to encourage the next generation of teachers.
An annual walk on campus strives to spread awareness for one of the most common diseases affecting women.
A GCSU professor shares his passion for the camera under one of the most prestigious broadcast networks in the nation. Can you guess which one?
And we'll take a look at the latest weather updates with B. Rowan. All of this and more when GC360 returns.
Eric Griffiths. I am the interim chair of the Department of Theater and Dance. Our general mission, of course, is teaching theater artists, actors, designers, technicians. Of course, students will specialize in certain areas, but they will know if an actor leaves here and that is their goal is to perform, they will also know how to hang a light. They will know how to sew a button on a costume. They have these other skills. So we offer kind of a mix of the soft skills and the hard skills for doing the work. Our goal is to create a well-rounded theater artist that knows a little bit about everything that goes into producing theater.
Every year, GCSU's Student-Led Collegiate Middle Level Association hosts a one-day conference to inspire future educators. This year's summit recently took place, featuring talks from teachers, students, and even a state Supreme Court justice. Reporter Andrew Brown has more.
The 20th Annual CMLA Education Summit was recently hosted inside Peabody Auditorium on October 11th. The event gave attendees the chance to hear from students and faculty speakers. This year's summit featured a speech from Georgia Supreme Court Justice Verda M. Colvin. Dr. Nancy B. Mazzell, Chair of Professional Learning and Innovation, reflected on the formation of the summit and its continuing impact.
His focus was for the advisors who came. So it was to be, the day was to be a day of professional development for students who were in colleges all across the state in middle grades education, focusing on young adolescents and just helping them to see the value of a CMLA chapter or just coming together to support each other on their campus and showing them the value of professional development for themselves while they were in college.
Along with the presence of speakers in the industry, students were given a chance to get together in breakout sessions throughout the day. Dr. Johann Previtz, interim dean, shared some insights to the event.
There's knowledge, skills, and dispositions over this 2-year period of time that they're developing. And so part of it is having them develop a curiosity. What questions do they still have about their field? What are they wanting to know more about? And they're spending time in our partner schools and finding different things that they're still having questions about. And so that might be where they develop these questions and they invite experts in to help them learn more about those different areas. And so regardless of the age population which you're teaching, those same knowledge, skills, dispositions cross all of those. What it looks like to also help develop curiosity and exploration in a first grader might be different than it is with a young adolescent, but that should help to nurture and foster creativity and curiosity should be happening across all the board and within ourselves as well, which is part of what the program, our different education programs aspire to do.
Dr. Previtz also discussed several opportunities for education students as well as CMLA on a national level. Speaker and breakout instructors were also present during the event to inform students of a variety of topics such as media in the classroom, engaging math, and encouraging literacy. Reporting for GC360, I'm Andrew Brown.
It's estimated that 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in their lifetimes, so it's recommended to do self-exams regularly and mammograms at the age of 40. This is why the Georgia College Center for Health and Social Issues held their annual Breast Cancer Awareness Walk. Their booth was set up in front of the Arts and Sciences building, where they had games, snacks, and free t-shirts for participants. Prior to the walk, participants heard a personal testimony from a breast cancer survivor who spoke on the importance of getting examined for the disease. Haley Harrison, a student volunteer for the event, commented on the importance of the walk.
This walk is very important to all the students because breast cancer is becoming there's more cases within teenagers, and it's important to know how to do self-breast exams a lot of women aren't able to afford to go get mammograms. So even as something as small as doing self-exams will truly help our population.
Dr. Chris Greer is a professional at GC who is also an avid photographer and videographer. When he's not in the classroom, he works on his PBS show, Viewfinders. Reporter Irma Ali has the story.
Dr. Chris Greer is a professor of instructional technology here at Georgia College. Along with his busy schedule, Greer is a co-host of the PBS photography show Viewfinders. This show encapsulates the beauty of nature in the United States by exploration and preservation education. Greer is currently filming out of state for the show. He spoke over webcam about how laid back the program is and why there isn't anything like it out there.
Yeah, so I came up with the idea for the show about 3.5 years ago and pitched it to Georgia PBS, and they loved the idea and said, bring us 5 episodes. So that was season 1, and I don't have a background in producing television at all, but I do have a media background. I've done quite a bit of that throughout my life, and I've always been a photographer and since I was 12, and I've always enjoyed it. I really love landscape and nature photography. I just love to be outside.
We are in the middle of an e-bike tour of the Carriage Roads of Acadia, and it is foggy and rainy, and it is awesome because that's what you want with landscape photography.
And so that's kind of the foundation of the show. It's 2 photographers looking for the most beautiful places in the world. Originally, it was the most beautiful places in Georgia, but we've grown and expanded. And so the show documents our adventures as we get to those places and take our pictures. But we also interview experts, a lot of times park rangers or historians, ecologists, academics, on how those places are significant and how they can be protected for future generations to enjoy. So there's a strong educational piece, and that kind of ties in really nicely with my work over in the College of Education, because that's kind of, my quote unquote day job is teaching instructional technology in the College of Ed. And I have undergrad and graduate students that I teach a variety of classes to. And typically the underlying theme for all of them is how they can better understand the use of technology for teaching and learning in their own classrooms, because they're all either current or future teachers in P12 education.
So far, Viewfinders has been nominated for 2 Emmys. Greer's hopes for the next season is to be international. If interested in photography, videography, and nature, tune in to Viewfinders on PBS or through PBS's free viewing website to watch any of the episodes of the current seasons. Reporting for GC360, I'm Irma Ali.
The bees are back with warm weather in Milledgeville this week. Here to give us the buzz, here's B. Rowan. B.
Thanks, Jackson. I'm happy to announce that great fall weather will continue this upcoming week. When you prepare an outfit for tomorrow, consider wearing layers. Friday will have a high of 85, so nice short sleeve will do nicely for your walk to campus. But temperatures will drop to 55 after late night, so don't forget your sweater. Saturday will be the perfect day to be outside, especially if you're planning to go to the Live, Loud, and Local Fest, as we will have a high of 88 and a low of 59 with no projected rain. And don't worry if you haven't carved pumpkins yet, because Sunday will be a great day to go to a pumpkin patch. We'll have a high of 78 and a low of 57, so you're guaranteed to find the perfect pick. We'll begin next week with registration opening for spring 2025. Have you seen your advisor yet? Monday's clouds will make the temperature drop a bit, but with a high of 70 and a low of 55. Tuesday's temperatures will begin to rise, but the clouds are not going anywhere. We will have a high of 77 and a low of 59. Finally, Wednesday will greet us with a high of 82 and a low of 59. I think that's perfect weather to visit Arttober in Ennis Hall and look at some spooky art performances and films. Finally, don't expect a dark and gloomy Halloween next Thursday. Instead, the skies will look sunny all day long with a high of 83 and a low of 55. But you know what they say, a vampire's favorite part about a sunny Halloween is being able to soak up some fantastic rays. That's all the buzz I have for you this week. See you next time.
Thanks, V. Coming up on GC360, let's catch the latest from the world of sports with anchor Hunter Ellis.
And GC360 will take you on a stroll to downtown Milledgeville for a renowned music festival.
And we'll see what's happening in the world of entertainment. All this and more on GC360, where news comes full circle.
My name is Kathleen O'Neill, and I'm the costume shop supervisor and instructor for the theater department. So the costume department does a lot of different things. It helps teach our theater majors what costuming is for theater in general and for film. A lot of students come in to be theater majors not knowing that tech is going to have to be part of their major, and they don't know how to sew, they don't know how a costume shop works, and so that's my job to teach them. Most of the time they take the skills they learn in here and then they apply it to their life. And I hear all the time that they come in and they're like, Kathleen, I sewed a button on my pants because you taught me how to do it. And it just makes me feel good. But yes, they do take what they learn in here and apply it to their personal life.
The world of sports has been a slam dunk. So let's see what Hunter has to say about these moments. Take it away, Hunter.
Hello, Bobcats. In one of the biggest games of the year, Georgia Bulldogs upset the #1 Texas Longhorns 30-15, securing an important win in Austin. Trevor Etienne powered Georgia with 3 rushing touchdowns, while Dalen Everett's standout defensive play helped the Bulldogs take control early. Georgia built a 23-0 lead, led by halftime, and led off a second-half push from Texas to claim victory. This win boosts Georgia's standings in the SEC and playoff race. Moving on, the Falcons left Sunday with a disappointing result. As they lost to the Seahawks 34-14, Falcons QB Kirk Cousins went 24 for 35, throwing for 232 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. The Falcons' defense was not able to keep up with the Seattle Seahawks' offense, led by Geno Smith, who was able to throw for 207 yards. But don't feel sad just yet. Falcons still lead the NFC South with a 4-3 record. Now turning to Bobcat sports, the GCSU women's soccer team beat Lander College 1-0 at home. Our Bobcats were able to put Lander away from a lone goal from Erin Everett. Congratulations, Everett. This is all I have in sports this week. Back to you, Amelia and Jackson.
The 21st Annual Deep Roots Festival took place last weekend, and GC360 was there to capture it. Technical Director Erin Finnegan and anchor Hannah Deal were there. Let's jump into it.
Hello, my name's Hannah Deal with GC360 News, and we're at Deep Roots. Let's go see what we find. And I am here with
Patricia.
Is this your first time at Deep Roots?
Yes.
How do you feel so far? Is it what you expect?
It's okay. I was here for a little bit and then I left with my friends to get McDonald's because I was really hungry. But I've been back and I love it. It's really dangerous for a mid count, but I'm having a good time. It's a little overwhelming. There's a lot of people, but I've also seen a lot of cute dogs.
How are you doing? How do you like Deep Roots?
Oh, I love it. This is my first time being here, and I honestly love it. I love a little activity during a Saturday day. It's amazing.
Have you seen anything cool? Done anything cool?
Yeah. So I live in Arcadia, and we have a tent set up, and it's amazing. It's wonderful. You can get a free tote bag, and then we also stopped at and made friendship bracelets, and it was amazing.
It's been great, got to see a lot of friends, people walking around, heard some music, man. It's been great so far, yeah.
the friendship bracelets. Can you guys tell me a little bit about why friendship bracelets?
So we are representing New City Church, and we decided to do friendship bracelet, which is themed on biblical verses.
That's so cool and like thought out. Has it been what you expected it would be today?
It has been. It's been so amazing just to see everyone come in, and we've had every age group come in, like from kids to elders and even boys coming in making these bracelets. And we get to talk about peace and joy and love and kindness and kind of spread that positivity around.
You're at Dad's Woodshed with, what are your names?
Julie.
And I'm Alan Dodson.
How nice to meet you guys. So is this your first year selling here?
This is our first year here in Millersville.
Where do you guys like sell other times?
Well, we live in Roswell, which is a suburb of Atlanta, and we've done a lot of shows there and a few shows that are outside of Atlanta, but this is our first, probably our biggest one.
What brought you to Deep Roots? Like, what was attractive about it?
Actually, two things. Our daughter and son-in-law went to school here, and then we have some friends who live on Lake Sinclair in Eatonton, and they told us about Deep Roots, and they said, y'all gotta come. So we did, and we've been having a ball.
Well, I'm so glad.
The weather's been perfect. We've sold a lot of stuff. We've met a lot of really nice people. It's been great.
It's been pretty good. I've seen some old friends that I haven't seen in a while. We got dinner or lunch in Metropolis, and I bought a couple of baked goods from a stall down there.
That's so exciting. Are you saving them for later, or have you already eaten them?
Oh no, I'm saving them.
Oh, that's good. Where'd you get them? I might head that way.
I can't remember what the name was, but it's down there.
That's a good
Straight
direction.
Down that road.
I will head that way.
Yeah.
We couldn't find the cinnamon rolls. Anyway, back to interviews. It's Hannah back again, and I'm here with these lovely ladies. Tell me about your favorite part about Deep Roots so far.
Well, we really love seeing all of the young people with their parents, and we really like Ned Kelly's basement. The burger's phenomenal, and the beer is great.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic day. Really wonderful experience, well coordinated. We're really enjoying it.
I like seeing all the girls in their fashion. They're so cute.
We got the El Amigo street tacos. They were really good. And there was Kona Ice, so I can't complain.
Best Kona Ice flavor?
Pina colada. Absolutely.
I would have to disagree, but that's okay.
What do you think?
I don't know, like something cherry. I don't like coconut.
Interesting. I love coconut.
Well, that's all for Deep Roots today. Thank you for walking around with us. I'll see you next time.
GC360 has the inside scoop for all things entertainment. What's the tea, Hallie?
Good afternoon, Bobcats, and welcome to this week's entertainment. Liam Payne unfortunately passed away last week at the age of 31 after falling off his vacation home balcony. Payne is best known for his music career and as a member of One Direction. Longtime fans are sending their best wishes, blowing up social media with praise and love for the singer. Also in music, Tyler, the Creator, fans are ecstatic for his 7th studio album, Chromacopia, which is set to release on October 28th. This album seems to be a continuation of his 2021 album, Call Me If You Get Lost. Tyler has been known to release music across various genres, so fans are left speculating what's to come next Monday. I can't wait to hear what he has in store. Looking for local entertainment, the Georgia College Wellness and Recreation Center is hosting Thunder's Haunted Trail on West Campus. Try to survive the scares lurking on the intramural fields from 7 to 10 p.m. on October 28th and 29th. You can purchase tickets for $10 on frontpage.gcsu.edu or purchase them for $15 at the door. Will you be walking the trail? Also on October 29th, the Amici Jazz Jam is taking place from 7 to 9 p.m., where GCSU jazz students will be able to show off their skills and perform. Be sure to head to Amici's for some good food and great tunes. That's it for me, Bobcats. Have a fantastic rest of your week, and I'll see you next time.
That's all for GC360 this week, Bobcats. Thank you for joining us today, and make sure you tune in next Thursday at 4 p.m. on NBC TV4 through the CableCast app. I'm Amelie Sengupta.
And I'm Jackson Schwartz. When we are not on the air, we keep you up to date on our social media. That's at GC360 News on Instagram and YouTube, and at bobcatmultimedia.com/GC360. Always available to you where news comes full circle. See you next week.